is Fearless Friday, high school football coverage with the power of fearlessfriday.com. Every game, every hit. Every Friday night. Fearless Friday preview show starts now.
What's up, what's up, what's up, and welcome out to MCCONNELL Stadium here in beautiful Conway, Arkansas. Might I say it's a little bit chilly tonight, but we're so glad you're here tuning in to our Fearless Friday pregame show. And what a game we have going on behind me. A top 10 matchup. I want to say a top 6 matchup, but that sounds a little weird. Top 10 is just an even number. They're both even numbers, you know what I mean. But yeah, right behind me, we're going to have number 3, North Little Rock, taking on number 6, Conway. It's the battle of the cats. What do you want? You want the Wampus Cats or the Charging Wildcats? We're going to find out tonight. The Charging Wildcats, they're coming into this game a perfect 4-0. And the Wampus Cats, they're 2-1. They had to take a little bit of a break because last week they were supposed to play Southwest. However, they're in a quarantine right now, so they've had a little bit of a break. They've had a lot of time to rest, and now we get to see some Friday night action. You know what? I actually caught up with North Little Rock's head coach, J.R. Eldridge, earlier this week to get the scoop on tonight's game. It's one of the biggest games of the season, and it's happening on Friday night. Number 6, Conway hosts number 3, North Little Rock, in one of the best 7A matchups we'll see in 2020.
I think this is going to be our toughest opponent up to this point. Conway does a great job.
The Charging Wildcats have yet to be beaten their 4 games, only giving up 1 touchdown in their last 2.
I feel like our defense continues to get better at what we're asking them to do. Our coaches are doing a great job defensively, and then our players are playing hard, you know, and when you play hard, especially on the defensive side of the ball, you know, you're able to overcome even schematic mistakes.
But the offense is one of the best in the state, averaging 40 points a game.
I feel like our coaches have done a great job of putting together great game plans and then helping our players to execute those game plans in practice.
But the Wampus Cats are 2-1 after a pretty tough 3-game stretch, so they're battle-tested heading into conference play.
Defensively, they really get to the ball, and they've created, I think, 10 turnovers in their 3 games. So we've got to make sure that we're doing a good job securing the football.
And Conway's offense is no joke.
Their quarterback's making really good decisions. They're making plays offensively, and they're doing a good job on special teams. So we've got to make sure that we're at the top of our game. It's
2 different kind of cats, but the Wampus Cats and Charging Wildcats already make for an entertaining Friday night. A huge 7A matchup coming up in just a couple of minutes, so make sure you tune in later tonight at 9:30 and 10:30 because we're going to have all the highlights. And both these teams, like I said earlier, they know how to score 40 points a game for North Little Rock. Then in the last game for Conway, they scored 48 against a tough Jonesboro team. So lots of highlights coming your way later tonight. And I'm sure there are going to be lots of highlights coming from that Little Rock Christian and Whitehall game. Jay Burr is there. Jay, what's up?
What is going on, Troy? We've actually got the anthem going right here, so I'll try to kind of talk over that a little bit here. But this game, like you said, going to be a barn burner of a game. These points are going to be more robust than my waistline after a full pumpkin pie because it is that season here. But both these teams coming off some big wins last week. Whitehall knocking off Jacksonville. As you saw last week, Little Rock Christian was taking on Maumelle. And really, those are 4 teams in this conference that are likely going to be your playoff teams. So whenever these 2 teams go head-to-head, no matter who it is, whether it be Pulaski Academy, Little Rock Christian, Maumelle, Whitehall, those are kind of the 4 in this conference that are really looking to vie for those 4 playoff spots here in the 5A Central. Now, last week, and I mentioned this last week too, when Little Rock Christian Maumelle matched up. Those matchups are going to be huge when it comes to seeding. Even though it's early in the year, it's the first conference games, it's still going to be a big deal. Little Rock Christian right here on the road again in this one. Now, interesting history here. Even though Whitehall's got Bobby Boulding 8-5 last year, big-time jump, big-time turnaround for them. They're actually 1-6 lifetime against Little Rock Christian. So it could be interesting here, but I do expect some fireworks. I'm hoping the cannon that Whitehall has here goes off plenty here, because you know Little Rock Christian is going to put up some points. Now, they were a little shaky last week when they were playing that stiff Maumelle defense. Whitehall maybe not quite on that level of that Maumelle defense, but a pretty sturdy defense all their own, only giving up 14 points last week to Jacksonville. Jacksonville obviously having a little bit of a down year early on here, but this is a team that could put up points just the same. They put up 41 last week against that same Jacksonville team, granted on the road, so this will be their first home conference game. All right, so we're going to have plenty of highlights coming up for you guys tonight here. I guarantee it here. So it's just a matter of who can impose their will more so in this one. But I'm with you, Troy. I'm a little further south than you. It's a little chilly. I might have to go get my jacket. When that sun goes down, ooh, you can feel it. Once it hit that tree line back here, ooh, I felt the 15-degree difference here. But I'm going to shoot it back over to you, my man.
Jay, I completely agree with you. As soon as the sun went down here and now the lights are starting to finally come on, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to need a jacket for the first time in months here. And so really quick, before we get on to any of the games, we have so many good ones coming up to you later tonight. Let's check out some of the other top games that we're going to have. And of course, ooh, this is going to be a good one. Number 7 in the state, Cabot, taking on Collierville. They're a team from Tennessee, a top 50 team from Tennessee, and that's going to be a fantastic game. The best team in the state, and one of the best teams in the country, Bryant, taking on Little Rock Catholic. That should be a good one. Siloam Springs and Benton, we have our very own Scott Rogers. He's going to be there, and then Watson Chapel, they're going to be at Jacksonville. Both teams over there really in need of a win. But you know what? These two teams behind me, we're about to get started any second now. Both these teams are about to hop on to the field, and we're going to get all the action going. So North Little Rock, number 3 team in the state, taking on the number 6 team in the state, the Wampus Cats. Cats versus Cats, blue versus blue. So much excitement. We're going to get right to it because we have a little less than 8 minutes before kickoff. So make sure you tune in to Fearless Friday tonight at 9:30 and 10:30. We'll see you there for all the action.